So now we will be discussing a reference architecture. So starting from the user will give a prompt, a query to the large language model. Large language model will decode the intent of the query and it will make some plan. It will do some reasoning and it will do some kind of an orchestration. And that orchestration will be dynamic in nature, wherein it will decide which tool to call. So the large language model, it will make use of the tool registry to decide which tool to call based on the intent of the user query. And the large language model will call that tool, and while calling the tool, abstraction layer will come into the picture, because the large language model has nothing to do with the implementation of the tool. Large language model will just be making use of an interface, the name of the tool and the parameters it should supply. That's it. So the large language model will call the tool. It will be making use of the abstraction layer, and then the tool will call appropriate APIs, because when the tool will get executed inside tools, they will call some APIs and they will generate a response which will be sent back to the LLM. So this is what is tool integration and modularity is. And here we are able to achieve a clear separation between the reasoning and the execution. So reasoning is taken care by the large language model and the tools will take care of the execution. Tools will take care of the execution. So the idea is that these tools are plug and play, they're swappable. You can replace the tool, and if you're replacing a tool, nothing will happen to the core agent logic. So this is what the modularity is, and the tool integration is. Very easily we can swap a tool, we can add a new tool. That is possible. So now it's very clear that here what is happening is that if I talk about tool integration, I will be needing a tool registry. It will contain the list of all the tools, and the large language model will refer the tool registry to get an idea that what tools are available for it. So tool registry will also contain self-descriptive metadata, meta information about the tools, like the description of the tool, what that tool can do, the capability of the tool. So large language model will make use of the tool registry to find what tools are there for it. And for a particular prompt, the query, it will decode the intent and then it will decide which tool to call. It will call the tool, and while calling the tool, the large language model, it will be making use of the abstraction layer, wherein it will be just calling the name and the input parameters. And then when the tool is executed, it will run some logic. It might call some third-party APIs, do some computations, processing, generate response, and send that response back to the large language model. So this is how the tool integration and modularity works. So we can see a very clear-cut separation between the reasoning and the execution.